All right, let's talk about boxing. It's been, it's been a couple of years. I know you had a shoulder injury, and it can't have been easy, and it's been up and down. And COVID came. Just how happy and are you to be, you know, back in regular fights and back in the gym on a regular
Um,
basis?
yeah, it feels good. It feels good. Can't really complain. I don't really want to look too far into the past or too far into the future. I just want to focus on right now, which is I'm enjoying my training. Everything is just nice. It's going along very well. I have a great team around me.
What can we expect to see from you in that next fight on December 10th? It's the biggest one in this sort of run of two so far, and this will be your third. So, what can we
Mm.
expect to see from you?
Just come and see then. Come and see it. You're gonna see. Well, I don't really want to talk a lot. I just want to put my performance, make my performance speak for me. Do you know what I mean? So with the talking, I can always say you're gonna expect everything, and you can expect fireworks or whatever. But you know, when we get into the ring, I just think, all right, now it's my time to show everyone.
Are you under pressure to perform? Headlining on Channel 5, the British cruiserweight division at the moment it's probably four or five names that are all growing. Cody's got a world title, and it's becoming a bit of a juicy division. Are you under pressure to show that you're a name to be taken seriously and part of that conversation?
Not at all. I don't really believe it. The only pressure is as much as you put on yourself. Do you know what I mean? I can only put a lot of pressure on myself. I don't need other people to put pressure on me. And like they can do their thing. Do you know what I mean? But we have a whole plan here that's going on, and we're picking a. How can I say it? We're working hard as a team. Do you know what I mean? And the people that are coming that we're gonna fight in the future, when it happens, we deal with them.
I think it's easy, just from a fan's perspective. I think it's easy to forget that you're still so young.
I know.
Like, because I think because of the Cody fight and how big that was, and that's almost 4 years ago now. It's like you're
Mm.
still only 27. You've got so much time.
Yeah, people forget that. Do you know what I mean? But it's not like I'm just wasting my years. I'm spending my whole time in the gym learning and practicing all the time. Do you know what I mean? So it feels good. It feels good that I'm still obviously young, but I have a lot of experience in the game already. With the wins and the losses. There's all a lot of experience.
You've been in, you've trained with Bobby for the last 18 months, and hell before that. It's in that period, despite the injuries, I'm guessing you've really taken this time to learn and spar different people, go to different places. How would you sum up that period in your career?
I'll just call it the growth period. I had to find out a lot about myself. I had to find out who really supposed to be with me through thick and thin. Do you know what I mean? And in life and in boxing. So it was definitely a big growing period for me. Because sometimes you have to look in the mirror and ask yourself, okay, how can I get better? What do I want out of all of this for myself and my family? So that was one of the main focus points during that period. And what you have to do is take everything day by day. You have to take it day by day. You can't really look too far ahead or dwell on the past too much. That's exactly what I've been doing. Just growing and growing mentally as a man and as an athlete.
What was the toughest part of it? With the injuries and everything.
Um, Obviously, when I just had the surgery, I couldn't really move. That was very difficult. Couldn't really move, couldn't really train. You start putting on weight. You're just like, what the hell is going on here? But I'm a mentally strong person. I definitely believe I'm a mentally strong person. With all the stuff I've been through in this boxing career and in my whole life, I can go through anything. And I genuinely believe that. And because I, what's the word? Because I came through the storm. Yeah, I can go through anything. Because that was the biggest storm. The biggest storm is the things that nobody else sees. It's not the fight or the opponent. It's yourself. And I definitely believe that because I went through that, it gives me the minerals to go through anything that happens in that ring.
This stage of your career now, where it's almost a bit of a clean slate, isn't it? it's kind of, you could almost separate the two. You know, before the injury, couple of years, and then now. What what's in your mind? What are the important things, mainly in the near future, that you need to do and achieve to really go where you want to go?
Honestly, it's just the main things I have to achieve are within myself to always get better. And if I always get better and I'm always learning, I'm always focusing, there's no limit to where I can go. You know, there's no point chasing a title or chasing this fight or whatever. It's always within yourself. That's what I believe. You know, and if you do that, there's no limit. Because what happens when you win the world title, you're gonna start getting like, okay, I won it. What now? Let me just, chill for a bit, or I won't get up to go train, or I won't do nothing. No, it's always within yourself. So I'm always working. All right, we've got this. What's next? We've got this. What's next? Do you know what I mean? So I'm not really putting a limit on anything. Because if I'm setting goals, that means I'm putting limits. I'm just trying to go all the way wherever God takes me.
Your Instagram bio says, future or soon cruiserweight world champion. How difficult has it been the last few years seeing, a Coley who you fought, who, you were at that level and you were unlucky with injuries, etc. How difficult has it been to see that he's had that rapid growth and you've kind of been stumbled by these unlucky moments in your career?
Why would it be difficult though? That's the thing. I'm happy for him. It's not difficult at all. If I was a jealous person, or if I don't like seeing other people win, then it would be difficult. But I'm not like that because he came from the same upbringing I came from, hard backgrounds. So the fact that he's become world champion and he's providing for his family, I'm 100% happy for him. This is life changing. It's not. This is things like this is more than boxing. Obviously, we get in the ring and we do business and we fight, but we're providing for our families. So I can never ever say that it's difficult for me because I know where I'm going. Okoli has his road, and that's the road that God has provided for him. So, but I have my road as well, and it's still being walked.
Is there ever a part of you, I think I know that your answer already, but is there ever a part of you that thinks, if you were fully fit then, that you would have been the one to be world champion within a couple of years?
I don't ever think like that. I always try and think for the now. All right, if I was, then I was just thinking, I can't do nothing about it. It's gone. Do you know what I mean? I can't do nothing about it. So whatever I can do, I'm doing it now. Like whatever I can do, I'm doing it now. So to think about, if I wasn't fit, if I was fit, or if I didn't have my injury, I would have been this and that. It's basically wasted energy. I don't really need to waste energy thinking about things like that. Where I could be thinking about positive things and like the future and preparing for the future now.
And in the future, do you have goals of having a rematch with him and righting that wrong?
Definitely, if our paths cross, definitely that'll be a great fight to take. I win a world title, he still has his world title, we unify. That would be an amazing spectacle. So it'll be great.
What about a future fight with Canelo? He's entering the cruiserweight.
I know, I saw that yesterday. Do you know what? That is mad. That's crazy. But yeah, that'll be amazing to fight Canelo. But I don't think he'll stay at cruiserweight. I think he'll just fight Maccabi once and then just vacate probably.
Would you fancy your chances?
Of course. The hell, who wouldn't? I can't be a fighter and say, hey, I don't fancy my chances against pound for pound the best boxer in the world. If you're a fighter, you have to go in with full confidence that you're going to win.
Do you think that he beats McCarthy?
It's a big jump, but honestly, I have no idea. I'll have to sit on the fence for this one.
You talked about how you and Nicole are from similar backgrounds. Another guy who similar background to you fighting on Saturday is Richard Riakporhe. I think there's real potential there that you two could have a real big British bust-up in the near future. Does that interest you?
Yeah, Richard's a good friend of mine. Do you know what I mean? If we ever fight, it has to be for life-changing money for both of us. Do you know what I mean? So Richard is a great friend of mine. We used to train together with Ted. We used to train together, and he's a really cool guy. So if we were off live, paths were to cross, it has to be for big money, man. Do you know what I mean?
Is there anyone out there who you think, I really fancy them, and you don't even want to wait, like, you want them in the next fight or the one after?
I don't really focus on people, you know. I don't focus on them because then I'm watching what they're doing. I'm watching their style too much. Then I forget to be myself. I don't really focus on other people. You know, I focus on my self-development so much, you know, and the people around me so much that whatever happens or whoever I fight, they have to fight. They have to come up like, right, okay, they're fighting me, not, oh snap, I'm fighting them and I'm watching them too much. Do you know what I mean? So it's all in the work ethic. It's all in the work ethic. When you fight, that's when you show everything that you've been working on. You know, your discipline, your dedication, you're getting up in the morning, you're eating your right food, you're doing everything. You show that I'm fighting that. But to say that, oh, who am I going to be looking at? And no, I'm not really interested.
Talking about the people around you, I think your last fight in Coventry, wasn't it, or in Birmingham? How excited you to be back in, South London and close to your home fans? How excited you to be fighting in Crystal Palace?
Oh yeah, it's great. You know, it's great. I ain't fought in London in a long time, so it'll be great to have a great turnout and a lot of my fans and family and friends supporting me. You know, it'll be amazing. You know, I'm really gonna enjoy that.
Does that spur you on even more as well to this, last last man here today, and you were the first man here as well? How much does that spur you on to put a performance for your home fans?
Bro, I'm like this anyway. Do you know what I mean? I'm on it anyway. Just on it, on it, on it. You have to be on it because I'm trying to chase something bigger than myself. So I'm not really training hard because there's fans. I was training hard when we was having the fights in lockdown with no fans. So, you know, I just want to make the people around me proud, myself proud, my family proud, you know. And as long as I keep doing that, that's the motivation and the drive that I have to keep going every day.
And for this camp, you come up to Birmingham, and naturally that comes with sacrifices. Your family, back homes. You know, why did you make that decision, and how important has that decision been?
I made that decision because obviously my missus is very pregnant right now. You know, the baby could be born literally this week. So I had to go so I could really focus on boxing because obviously she sleeps with the heating like on and I can't sleep with the heating on, you know, and then obviously I wouldn't say it'll be a distraction, but obviously I need to have my rest and everything. You know, as soon as the baby's ready, I'm gonna drive back, you know, spend some days with the child and everything, with my child, and then go back to training. But I'll see him on FaceTime every day.
How tough of a decision is that, man?
Bro, come on, man. It's a big, big decision, you know. Obviously, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, but I've my missus is great. She really understands the sacrifices that I put in, and I'm not just doing it for myself. I'm doing it for, you know, my little family, our little family. So she understands that, you know, and to have someone like that is so important in your success.
Um, what if you could have maybe one wish from Nick and Channel Five and the whole team? What would you be asking for from them?
One wish.
Kind of career wise.
Uh, it's a random question, you know. I don't know, bro.
Because in this game, promoters are so important, and they have to deliver for you. So
Yeah.
if you were
I mean, I don't really have any wishes because everything I've asked for, he's delivered. Do you know what I mean? Maybe keep paying me a lot of money. I don't know.
nice Ferrari.
Yeah, nice for well, no, man. Mick is one of the most he's the best promoter I've ever worked with. He's such a loyal guy, and he's a genuine promoter, real human being. You know, sometimes I speak. You know, when I just signed with him, we would speak on the phone for hours, just speaking about the game, speaking about boxing. You know, he introduced me to his family, his wife, his kids, everyone. Even Mick Jr. I'm good friends with him. You know, you don't really get promoters like that now. You know, not at all. So the fact that he stayed loyal to me during lockdown, and before then, I'm loyal to him because that's how you have to be with the people around you. The people that help you, you help them. Do you know what I mean? So, I have a great team around me.
How important is that belief that he has in you as well?
No, it's good. Everything I use everything as motivation. The belief he has in me, my child coming, my missus, my family, my coaches, everyone is working together to make sure I get to where I want to be. And it's a team effort. So I'm happy for that. I'm really happy. It motivates me. All of this stuff motivates me. I get up every day and I'm thinking, okay, sometimes, you get up and you think, oh, do you know what, let's go again. But then you realize what you have to think about why you're doing it. When you think about why you're doing it and who you're doing it for, you can go forever. So that's why I keep going. That's why I don't stop. You have to be mentally relentless. Mentally relentless.
Because of the injuries and the fact that you weren't able to fight for a while and everything that's happened, this might be a strong phrase, but would you say that you're kind of the forgotten man in the cruiserweight division, and you're here to show everyone that they were wrong to not bring you into that top bracket?
Doubt it. They still talk about me. In every fight, they still mention my name. When what's his name at his world title defense, they're mentioning my name. When them other guys are fighting, they're mentioning my name. But forgotten, I really doubt it, man. They're still talking my name. All over. Sometimes I see the stuff on Twitter and YouTube. They're still talking. So to say I'm forgotten, I don't know what it is about me, and I thank God for it. But you know, I'm grateful that my name is still in people's mouths, even though I've had lots of setbacks.
How much does it motivate you that all these people are still talking about you?
It's nice. Do you know what I mean? It's nice. When I go to London, there's still a lot of people. Isaac, let's get a picture. Hey, Isaac, how you doing, man? When's the next fight? Da, da, da. So the fact that I still have people recognizing me a whole lot, it's nice. You get nice seats at a restaurant sometimes and stuff. It's nice. So it's good, but that's just part of what it is to be, a fighter and going to where I want to go to. You're gonna have to deal with all of that.
And has anyone mentioned your name where you felt, a bit disrespected, or it's got you even more motivated in the gym the next day?
Nah, I'm not. Nah, no one's really said anything. You get certain boxers. Well, I think they're boxers. Isaac Chamberlain, yeah, I'm gonna see you soon, or I'm coming for you, or something. I've had that in Oxford Street, like random. But I'm just like, yeah, man. God bless and good luck. But you have to take all of this with a pinch of salt. This is just, it's what it is. Like, I don't decide the rules. This is just how it is. So, yeah, man, it's alright.
How much do you love boxing?
A lot, man. It means everything to me, man. I love it so much. It's changed my whole life. It's changed my whole life since I was young. Could have ended up dead or in jail, running around with gangs and stuff, but I didn't. You know, uh, went to Miguel's boxing gym. Found the coaches kept telling me I could be something, and I never heard those words of encouragement from anyone. So I kept coming back so I can hear those words of encouragement, and I just kept going. And there's one thing about me, I didn't know I had it then, but it's so true because when I was really young, 11, 12 years old, one thing I had that I really didn't even know I had was commitment. I was always committed. I would get beat up, I'll come back the next day. Other kids, they would get beat up and then they wouldn't come because they're embarrassed or something. I would walk home with my wraps on, so everyone could see that I'm boxing in the gym. I loved it that much, you know. And obviously there's been a lot of ups and downs, but personally I just think that's life. As long as you keep pressing, because the sun, every day the sun rises. You have to rise as well, or you're just gonna get left behind. So one thing I didn't stop doing. I didn't stop coming to the gym. I didn't stop loving boxing. When certain times we didn't have money for for the gym fees. So I would sweep the gym, and the janitor Delroy, he would give me £5, so I could buy like food, like after training, and then when I would buy like pilchards and bread or something, yeah, for dinner, I would have some money spare, so I'll get like a Kit Kat or something. You know, I would literally do that every day. You know, and then from Brixton, we moved to Streatham. When we moved to Streatham, I would walk to the gym from Streatham to Brixton, which was like 2.5 miles. And then obviously after training, I'll get someone, because someone would always live up there, and they would drop me back, literally every day. Well, except for Sunday, but every day.
That's not easy, man.
Bro, but I never thought, oh, this is hard, this is long, because I loved it that much. I just thought, oh, maybe this is how it's supposed to be. You know, because I went through so much hardship, like it was just like, okay, maybe this is how it is, and I enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? I would just get my headphones, my £4 headphones from the market, and pull it in my iPad or iPod Touch, them little iPod Touch. Do you remember them? Pull it in there and just listen to music all the way to the gym. You know, and I just loved it. I enjoyed it a lot.
You're about to have a son. Will you let him box?
No, no way. Nah, man, it's too hard, man. Punches and all of that, and I'm doing this so he doesn't need to. You know, he could probably do karate or something. I don't know, man. Just to enjoy himself, but not to like fight for real. Nah, no way.
Do you think that, you know, I mean, you know, he's not born yet, but does it change your attitude at all about
100%.
how you fight and stuff like that?
100%. It's made me. Before I was boxing with the love of it and everything, but now it's just I'm more like, I think it will change again even more when I see him. But I'm more like aggressive. I'm more, you know, I have to take this guy out, because if I don't hunt, my son doesn't eat. That's what I'm looking at it. You know, if I don't hunt, my son doesn't eat. So I'm thinking in my head, all right, I really got to do everything I can for my family. You know, and if this guy is in my way, I have to take you out. You know, it's gotten to that level now. And I think I've matured more as well mentally to really realize that, okay, this is it.
Even the way you said that, it was like laser focused.
Yeah, it has to be. Because what's going to happen after? You know, you lose. If something happens, you lose, and then you're not going to get the pay that you once had. Then everything drops, and then, you know, shit starts going downhill. Nah, that can't happen. That can't happen. I have to keep focused all the time, you know.
Give us like big sell, December the 10th. Why should people come down? Why should people tune in to Isaac Chamberlain?
It's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a good fight. Come and enjoy. You know, come and enjoy a great night of boxing. All the Hennessy All Stars are gonna be on it. All the fighters, and yeah, man, it's gonna be a great fight. A great fight.
Perfect. Anything you want to add?
Good night. God bless.
Perfect. Great. Cheers, man.
Thank you, bro. Oh, thank you, man.
Thank you.